So now we're going to go over number 6. Number 6 just reads nearly, oh, and I have my calculator again. And in case you forgot, we're on page 7 now, which is really out of focus. Let's fix that. Wow. There it is. Maybe. All right, page 7. So on page 7, number 6, it reads nearly 90%. Nearly 90% of the 1.2 billion people living in extreme poverty worldwide depend on forests for their livelihood. How many people is this? So they give us 2 digits right here. But remember, if they give us a percent, we always know that that's going to be over 100%. So really, they give us 3 digits. So for our equation, we know that that's going to be 90 over 100 equals, well, now we have to figure out, is 1.2 billion the part or the whole? So it says nearly 90% of the 1.2 billion. This verbiage right here, of the, lets us know that it's a whole number. So that's going to go down here at the bottom. 1.2, I'm going to put 1.2b so I don't have to write out billion. By the way, just something to help you out in life. If we say 1.2 billion, the point is just where the comma goes. So this is not focusing again. I'm sorry. Maybe if I bring it up higher. Did that do anything? No, that didn't do anything. Struggling here, sorry. That's a little bit better. Okay, so my goodness. So anyway, if somebody says 1.2 billion, the point is where the comma goes. So that would be 1, 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, right? 1,200,000,000. Somebody said 1.3 million. Again, that's the comma. So 1,300,000. Somebody said 1.23 million. That would just be the comma. So 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0. So 1,230,000. So when it says 1.2 billion, that just means 1,200 million. Okay? If that helps you. So anyway, we're looking for this. So we could do our cross multiply and divide business, but I'm actually going to jump up here to the model first, because in my opinion, I think this model is pretty simple. So, because they give us 100%. So I don't know why I put arrows there. I really just like to put arrows at the end of lines, don't I? So this is always 0, and this is 0%. And this is 100%, which we know is 1.2 billion. I guess I can write it out. 1.2 billion. So we're trying to figure out what 90% is. Like, what is 90%? Well, if we know what 100% is, then we can know what 10% is, right? Just take on 1.2 divided by 10, right? Because to get from 100 to 10, you just take 100 divided by 10. So now we're just going to take 1.2 divided by 10, which really just moves the decimal. So that is 0.12, which I know sounds crazy, but I'll tell you what that means in a little bit. So let's fill this puppy out right here. 0.12 billion, which is really 120 million. Anyway, all right, so I'm getting ahead of myself. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, oh, I'm going to run out of space, aren't I? Oh, no, I'm not. 80. So I just filled that in by tens. So 0.12, and that's going to be 0.24, right? Because I'm just adding 0.12 together to get 0.24. Now I'm going to add another 0.12 to 0.24, and I'm going to get 0.36. So we're just counting up by 0.12. And that would be 0.48, 0.6, 0.72, 0.84, 0.96. So this is going to equal 1.08 billion. So 90 equals 1.08 billion. If we put that into our calculator, I mean, we can work with all the zeros if we want. We could actually fit this whole thing in here. We can put 1,200,000,000,000. That should be it, right? 1 to 100, 1 to 1,000, million, billion. Yeah. We would take that times 90. And look, it even says, hey, that equals 1.08. So it knows that. That's kind of silly. All right. So anyway, you have to show your math here. So on this side, we're going to multiply by the opposite side's denominator. So 100 over 100. And on this side, we're going to multiply by 1.2. 1.2 over 1.2, right? So on this side, that equals 100x, right? And on that side, it should just be, 120. 120. So we're just moving the decimal and adding the 0. And then on this side, it will also equal 120. And then we're going to take 1.2 times 90, and we get 108, right? So 108. These are the same. Doop, 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 doop. Get rid of those. 108 equals 100x. Going to divide that by 100, and x will equal 1.08. Let's make sure that's right. Divided by 100 equals 1.08 billion. Another way that you could do this, if you wanted to, if I have let me find a blank piece of paper here. I don't know if this will confuse you though, but you know how we had the original 90 over 100 equals x over 1.2? You could just find the difference of, never mind, I don't want to confuse you. Just kidding. Okay. I can show you different ways to do that when you come in, but maybe you've already come up with a different way to solve this equation right here. There are many ways, but we were just cross multiplying, dividing there. So that is number 6. Bye.